Good afternoon, everyone. Is that I'm audible? If I'm audible, please chat in a chat box. Yes, thank you. Okay. Last class, just we have discussed about some charts. Advanced chart, there is an speedometer chart, thermometer chart. Like this, we have discussed a few things. Uh, and also have discussed with you the concept which is related. Sorry, last class I have just discussed that the concept of charts, advanced charts, and error messages, how to rectify it, how we can, yes, how to rectify it. Like this, we have got it. We have discussed with a few concepts, and is that anyone have a doubts with that error message? And today we'll discuss about the match. There is a formula we'll discuss. There is a match, index, and lookup. We have discussed with the lookup function. It's a VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP. There's a difference. In this lookup is different. We'll discuss about this, and we are going to be discussed today in the formula under the financial functions. We are going to be discussed under the previous value, present value, PMT, rate, N per IRR. That is an interest rate. So these are things we are going to be discussed and working in multiple sheets and workbook and 3D reference. These are the concepts we have to complete today. Okay. So before I'm going to be start, is that have any one have a doubt with the last previous class? Is that anyone have a doubts with previous class? No. Okay. All are clear about the formulas. There is an error message. Is that anyone have a doubt with this? Value, name, div, NA, slash, null, num, reference. Is that anyone have a doubt with this? Error messages? Is that anyone have a doubt? We'll wait for a few minutes. Other let them to join. So just see this. If you have got any doubts in this, you can ask with me. We'll continue. Let them join other students. Last class I just discussed about the array, so we'll continue it. So I think you people don't have any doubts in the error message. So I'll go by the next concept, that is an array, index, match, and lookup. Aditya, mute your audio. Sorry, video. So array, what is array? So it's a nothing but if you're going to be calculate the multiple value, so on the stage, if it's not calculating, so you can go by this array value. So how, for example, you have a two types of array. Either you can go by the one method or you can go by the multiple method. Okay. So just see how it will go by the one method. If you're going to be calculating the average of both the sides, so you can go by the and single value. So for example, if you want to find an average equals to average of, if you have selected the range, so if you click on bracket, you'll get the 84. This is single average finding. If you want to be find and multiple average, so either you have to calculate the both the side, you need to click on a average finding. So you can go by the this method. There is, and you can go by here equals to average. So average of sales of 2006 and average of 2007. If I want to check it, I won't get the easily that result. Okay. Usually, if you didn't given any value in between of it, it won't give any result. But it will present the null. If you want to calculate, you have to go by the array. That is an shift control enter key. Sorry. I don't want to select the cell. Let me write the cell address. The cell address, what is in cell address of sales 2006? There is an B4 to B7. So let me write B4 to is to B7. Let me write B7, comma B7 is in cell range, and sales of 2007 is C4 to C7. Let me write C4 to C7 is in cell address of sales of 2007 and 2006. If I click on enter, I won't get a proper result. Okay, I got it. It's an 84. It's not an actual sales address of average. If I use an control shift control enter key, I'll get then actual value. So I have to use the subtraction symbol. I won't get a value. So how you can find? You can find control. Have to alter the formula. If you want to alter the formula, you can go by the two method. Either you can go by the formula bar. Either you can go by the double tap on the cell. Either you can click on shift F2. Okay, I'll use a shift control enter. Once I click on shift control enter, I'll get the actual value. Just I'll repeat it, you can check. So if I want to find my average, you need to select the total of average, you need to select the value. Instead of making of increasing of average, you can do one more method. You can use the on the spot, you can use a formula, that is an array formula you can use. So average average of number, that is in sales of 2006 subtracted by sales of average 2007, close the parenthesis, enter, you get the value. So if you want to calculate, what you have to do, you need to go with shift control enter. So multiple value, if you're going to be uh, valuing, you can go by this array symbol. Okay, so next we have a match. What is match? Match is nothing but a match function search for a specific item in a range of a cell and then return the relative position of the item on the range. For example, if I has what is in guna value, it will show where is an exactly the guna value is there. Okay, see, for example, I'll use match open the parenthesis, lookup value it's asking, alas guna, comma, it's asking lookup value. Where is my lookup value? Here I have my lookup value. I select the lookup value, comma, and it's asking what you want. You want exact match or greater than or lesser than? Let me select the exact match. Got it? Any? Just a second. 0 exact match. 1 second. It's an B22. Just a second. I want the value of C4. Lookup values in gunas. Lookup area, this is comma. Okay, I want to get with an absolute method. You have to convert your data into absolute method. Okay, so lookup value matches in 0. Yes, it's correct, right? Let me try 1 second. I got an error message. Let me 1 second. Equals to match. Open the parenthesis. Your lookup value is in gunas, comma, lookup area. This is an A12. I want to get the ID, comma. I want the exact match, so I'll select the 0, close the parenthesis, enter. So let me try to convert into the absolute method. No, I'm not getting, just a second. I got an error message. Let me try it one more time. Yes, sorry. Yes, here I got a result. I'll just show you one more time. I'll use a formula equals to match, open the parenthesis, look up what I want to find. I want to find the gunas place. So where is the gunas place? In the second place. So if I have use equals to match, open the parenthesis gunas, come up within which range? In this range. There is a range of employee name. I don't want to get a employee ID. I want to get a where is in place, comma, lookup value, I want the exact match where it has. So I'll select the 0, close the parenthesis, enter. If you drag and drop, what will be happen? It won't give a proper address. So what you have to do, you have to select your value, you have to convert it to the absolute method. Okay, convert into the absolute method. Now select your value, drag and drop. So Guru is in third place. Yes. So Guru is in third place. Where is Pawan? Power is in 13th place. You need to calculate the cell, not in a cell row name. You have to calculate the value which you have selected. So you can see that you have selected the value from A3. So A3, if you calculated, Pawan place is in 13th place. Shall we calculate? So from Shiva is in 3, so Pawan is in 13th place. Can you calculate that? Even though it's in row of 15, if you calculate what is in Shiva place in your selected range, that is in 13th place is Shiva. So match, if you find the where the cell address is, in which range it has a cell address on your selected item. See, again I'll repeat, match function search for a specified item in a range of a cell and returns the relative position of the item in a range. Okay, I'll just repeat it. Match, what it will do, it will find the where exactly your place is. So I'll use a match, open the parenthesis, look up values gunas, comma, uh, look up area. This is from the Shiva to Pawan. You should not select the employee name. Okay, so don't select the heading, select only the value and comma. Next, select the exact match, or you can type it, or you can select it, comma, click on enter, select it and drag and drop it. Okay, so I'll just show you one more example. Here I have a so yes, I have just showed by the how to select by the exact match. Now I'm going to be show you how to select by the approximate match. There is a first one, that is a bigger to jumping with the next. For that I have selected over here. There is a lookup, there is a 1500 I have selected. Relative position have to find over here. Now I want to find what is the value of, here I given a list of In a list of I have given the some dollars. If I find gap between a 150, what is in place of 150? I have to find what is in place of 100. I want to find a place of 400. I want to find the 2000. I want to find a 50. So here I given find the exact value, find the smaller than first, bigger than last. I have given a, according to my list, I have given a bigger than last and match the vertical to horizontal. Let me find what is the value. For that I have given over here the formula you can find over here, equals to match, open the parenthesis. What is the lookup? What I want to find? Reason I want to find the 150 place in this list. So I have selected a 1550, comma. So lookup area, this is my lookup area, that's 0 to 100, comma. What I want a lesser than or greater than. Right now I'm going to be show that lesser than. You can see that my criteria has been arranged with the least to highest, means ascending to descending have arranged lowest to greatest. So you have to select the match case, match type is also lesser than. What is the lesser than value? It's an 1. Close the parenthesis, enter, and convert into the absolute method. Converting absolute method, shortcut key F4. Click on enter, select your reference, drag and drop. Yes, the 150 value place is at how it has been given in the second place. Yes, in between 100 to 500 it has been placed. 100 is also an place of 2. So if you selected 400, 400 is in place of 2. And if you have selected the greater than, it is in place of 7. So let me count 1, 2, 3, or let me write here. It is in stage of 1, stage of 2. If I drag and drop, there is a stage of 7. So greater than 7 is at 20,000 something. It has a place of 7th place. And 5th place is at, what is an 50 rupee place is in first. This $50. Okay. So like that you can find out what is in place of and text or number or value what you have assigned. It's in greater, sorry, lesser than or ascending format. Next you have a descending, that is a match in a -1. It's a -1, not 1. Matching with a -1, or sorting descending and approximate with first smallest to jumping with the largest. Sorry, it's an first is in largest to smallest. For that I have assigned my criteria, that is in descending to ascending have created. So right now I have given the value then 1500. Let me write the place of it. First, second, select the place and drag and drop. I want to find the what is in place of 1500. Let me ask over here is equals to match lookup values in 1500, comma lookup area. This is my greatest to largest. There is an your criteria, comma. What I want a greater than. Right now, what I have to select? Have to select the -1. Select the -1. Close the parenthesis, enter. So is that correct? The 1500 place is in third place. Is that correct? Yes. So the third place is in 1500 value. If I has what is in place of 2500, even though it will show it's a 3. Let me check. See. So why it's not showing? If you have drag and drop, the criteria is tagging. You should not drag. You have to use the reference. We know that I have explained you when I'm going to be explain the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. When I'm explaining the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, I've explained you this reference. We have a total 3 reference. Which are those? Relative reference, absolute reference, and mixed reference. Relative reference are the called as in same cell address. It won't be having any dollar. Mixed reference, either the column you're going to be blocked, either the row you're going to be blocked. Absolute reference, it's nothing but you're going to be blocked the both the row and column. So if you want to block, you need to convert it to the absolute method. What is in shortcut key for converting a reference? Can anyone say what is in shortcut key for converting the reference? Can anyone say shortcut key for converting the reference in Excel. So we have know that we have a total three kind of reference: absolute, mixed, and relative. So what is the shortcut key? Can anyone answer for it? Good. Thank you, Shamita. So yes, absolutely. So shortcut key for converting into the reference, you have to use a shortcut key, function key F4. If you're using your laptop, you have to use Shift F4. Okay. Sorry, function key Fn key with normally your function F1 F2. Okay. Have converted both the side is on what I have selected. Criteria range have converted into the absolute method. So you can see that both the side I have a dollar. I click on enter. I select the range. Let me drag and drop. Yes. The value of 2500 is in third place. Why I'm not getting here the 20,000 null? This is an NA. Why I'm getting 20,000 as a null? Can anyone answer? Why I'm getting NA? Abhinav, Ananya, Bharat, Chetan, Kanesh, Prithvi. Why I'm getting?
Salma.
Who's that? Prithvi, say the answer.
Which one?
Very good. Yes, here I'm getting a NA because why I'm getting a NA over here. So for other value, you can see the place of 1500 is in third place. 2500 is also a third place. Yes. So 2000 is going to present it's a null. 100 is in sixth place. So why it's going to show that 2000 is a null. Shamita, it's a wrong answer. I'll just explain you. Prithvi, where are you? You went, answer it, man. Other can also answer. Nisha, Nihal, Kabir, why I have got NA? Why I got an error in this range? Why I have got NA? That is an error message in this cell. So match I have asked her what is an exact value of the place of 1500. It has been set within a range of 2500 to 1000. I'll get this range. So it's in third place. As it is 2500 same, that is I'm showing it's in third place. So why I'm getting 2000 as an NA? Or you can answer why I'm getting a 10 as in sixth place. It cannot find a reference value. Yes, exactly, Shamita. So 20,000 isn't greater than 10,000. So have asked her from 10,000 to 0. So it has been presented, it is an NA. So it's not an range what we have presented or here over exceed than your condition. So it's presented is an NA. Or if I ask over here, there is an 12,000 also if I ask, it will present NA. If I has between a 10,000 in case of I has and 9,000, it will present it is in one first place between because of it's in range of 10,000 to 5,000, so it's presenting it's in first place. And here you can see that it's in 10, even though it's showing it's in sixth place. Why? Because it's the nearest to and 10, 0 to 6. Okay, so it says providing as in sixth place. Is that clear? Anyone doubt has with this? So what you have to select your value if you want to get exactly have to go with the match with 0. Okay, match type with 0. If you have to select the lower to less, means your condition always, your condition or criteria always it has to be aligned by the and range of ascending to descending. Then you can select the match case as a lesser than. Okay, so if your range is in criteria range is in format of descending to ascending, you have to select the and greatest value, that is a -1 is in greatest value match type. Okay, I think you have cleared. Is that anyone doubt with this match? Is that anyone have a doubt with this match? Not cricket match, Excel function match. Or I want to repeat it one more time. No, ma'am. Others, is that I want to do it one more time? Where is this Aditya? He logged in and he went off. Okay. Abhinav, Ananya, Anupam, Bharat, is that anyone have a doubt with this? Is that all are attending the class or you have logged in and you have escaped with the class? Swati, is that anyone have a doubt with this match? If you have a doubt, explain I have a doubt. Or if you don't have, say I have cleared the doubt. Kiran, Mohammed, Monica, Nihal, is that anyone have a doubt with this match? If you don't have a doubt, I'll go by the next index. Okay, let me go by the index. Let me highlight this value. What is index? Index is nothing but same as it is your match case. But there in a match case, have find it, that is an what is an value, what is in place of it. Is it the third place or what you have selected, what you have asked with the lookup is in third place or fifth place, it has been explained. Now, if you went with the index, index is nothing but what you have asked with the place, it will give you the value what you have the present. For example, listen over here, the index function returns a value on the reference to a value from within a table or in a range. There are two ways to use index function, or if you want to be return the value on a specified cell or area of a cell or array form. Okay, so see what you have asked, the returns the value on the reference what you have asked in the table or range. So I think you have clear. Same as it is the what we have that match. Match, it will display the what is in place of it. But here in index, it's going to be explained what is an exactly value have. Here you can go by the 2-dimensional, 1-dimensional. First, I'm going to be explained through 1-dimensional. First, I'll go by the simple format and I'll go by the complex. Here, I want third place. I want to find what is in third place of the in this range. That is, I want to find that ID. Either you want to find the ID, or either you want to find the employee name, either you want to find the department. First, you have a clarity. Let me find over here equals to, I'll use the formula that is an index. It's asking array. What is an array? That is an employee ID. Let me select employee ID. This is my array, comma. It's asking row number. Which row number you want? That is an I want a row number of third. That is an A003 I want. Let me type 3. Close the parenthesis, enter. What is in third place? Third place it is an A003. This is called as an index. What is an exact value you have asked? It will be returned. What you want? I want the row of third place. What is in third place row? It is an A003. Or you can do like this, or you can do one more time. Type that is I want the employee name. What I will do, I'll use a formula index open the parenthesis. Same I want the Guru. Guru place is what? That is in third. So let me select array. Array is in from the Shiva to Vinay, comma, row number, which one I want? The third. Either you can type, either you can select. Close the parenthesis, enter. I got what? Guru. The place of third in a row in this what you have selected. Third place is Guru. Is that correct or wrong? Yes, is that good? Same as it is match. Match it will present the cell value. That is in which cell you have. If you went with the index, index will explain now what is the cell the value it has. Okay. So let me come to the two-dimensional. So if you went with the two-dimensional, if I ask what is in value in a third row, third column. Okay. If I ask what is in value in third row, third column, you can ask with the equals to index, index, that is an reference, reference is an that is an array, array is nothing but Shiva, comma, row number, that is an third I want, under that column of third you want, close up parenthesis, enter. If I click on enter, I won't get a proper address. The reference is missing, it's going to be explained. Why? Because you can see, I've asked from your range, you have to select the, it is the third place. So which one you have asked? You have selected the row column number, this is your column, and this is your row. Under this row, third place, it is an Gurus I want. Gurus what you have asked? Analytic. But an analytic is in second place, it's not in third place. If I change over here to, it won't show. So because I need to select the range from the A1 to D1. Okay, let me change it. The range I want to select, that is an A1 to, this is an employee ID to department. Now if I click on enter, I'll get the Guru. How? Let me see. Have asked index of array, that is from employee ID to department. Under that I have selected row number. Which row I want? Third row. Yes, from the third row, that is on 00A I should get. But I have asked what column you want, first column or second column. And that's I have asked with the second column. What is the second column value? It's in Guru. In case of I ask over here, third place, what is in Guru department? It's an analytical department. If I present the 3 over here, automatically it will change it in the analytical. I think you have got it. I'll just explain it one more time, how to use with the two-dimensional. I'll select over here equals to index array. Array is nothing but from your employee ID to department. It is an A20 to C36, comma, row number. What is my row number? What I want? I want right now the Chinni. I want whom I want? That Chinni. If I want Chinni, what is in row number into count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eighth place. So let me select this that Chinni, right? So let me select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth row. Under that, you want the name of Chinni or ID? I want ID. I'll select the 1. So if I want the employee ID, that is in column of 1. So I have to select the column of 1. Close the parenthesis, enter. So I got the ID number. Or if I has at that column number as an 2, I'll get a Chinni name. Either if I ask over here, it is in column number of 3, I'll get the department of Chinni. What is an department of Chinni? It is an analyst. So if I click on enter, I'll get it's an analyst. Is that clear? So I'll just show you one more. It's a little bit tough. I have given over here how to find it. Let me go over here under the single dimensional first. I want to find the third row. That is an what you have selected a range. I'll select this range. That is an has given an invoice over here. I want to find the inverse. That is an first column. I have to find the capital amount. Who's that? Okay. I want to find the analytic. What I will do, I'll use a equals to index is an formula. I'll use the array. Array is nothing but your capital. That is an from blank to here I'm going to be select, comma, row index number. Which row I want? It is an row of capital. So I have to count the blank one also. So row number 1, 2, 3. I want a capital account. So what I'll write? I'll write a 3. So if I click on enter, I'll get a capital account. Or if I want a liability, I'll get a liability account. This is called as an index. That's a single dimensional. If I went with a multi-dimensional, I want the value of current asset. Current asset, I want a value of 26,000. How can I get? I'll go by here, index, open the parenthesis, array is nothing but your data. I'll select from here to here, comma, row number, there is a row number which one I want, current asset, there is an 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So sixth place, let me write a 6, comma, I want a row number of what? I want a row number of third column number, sorry, not row, column number. Column number 1 is a name, third I have given some date. So here I have given a list of amount. So what I want the current asset amount. What is in current asset for number 26,875. Let me give it in third column. Click on close, enter. I got the actual value. And one more thing I'll just show you. I'll use a equals to index. Array is nothing but this is comma. Row number, I want the row number that is in current liability I want, that is in fifth place. You can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth place is in current liability, comma. Under that, I want a column number that is in 2. 3. Let me type a 3. What is in 3 value? It's in 10 lakh for some thousand. If I ask over here 1 or 2, if I ask a 2 value, it's not having anything. So that's why it has been given and blank. Okay. This is a finding of your text or your value. If you want particular that value, you have to go by the column wise and the row wise. You can go by this method. That is an index. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is that anyone have a doubt with this? So if you have clear, let me go by the nested index and match function and have to explain the lookup function. So I'll go by the first lookup, then I'll go by the match and nested match and index. Okay, let me go by the lookup. What is lookup? Lookup is a range where the function is categorized under the Excel lookup and reference function. The function perform a rough match lookup either in a one row or one column range, return the corresponding value to another one row or one column range. For example, if you have asked the range of the rent, if here for example I have given a loan amount, I have given loan amount of 45. In this 45 loan amount, the minimum value and maximum value, what will be your value? So 45,000 will come under which category? Either the fourth, either the fifth interest or sixth interest. Let me find over here, equals to lookup. So how many lookups we have? Totally 3 types of lookups we have in our Excel. One is a lookup, VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. What is VLOOKUP? What is in full form of VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP? What is in full form of VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP? Can anyone say what is in full form of VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP? Can anyone say what is in full form of HLOOKUP and VLOOKUP? Vertical lookup and horizontal lookup. Thank you, Shamita. Only Shamita is attending the class. I got it. Okay. So same, there is an, if you want to find the vertical criteria range, you can go by the VLOOKUP. If you have a horizontal criteria, if you have to go with the horizontal format, you need to go by the horizontal lookup, that is an H lookup. Here this lookup will find either the row and column wise what you want, that actual value will be presented. So let me find that lookup. Lookup, it's asking column value. Column value is what? There is a value of minimum. Okay, lookup value, sorry for it, sorry, lookup value. Lookup value for what I want to find, that is in 45,000 will fall under which interest category. Okay, so now I want to find B13 comma lookup factor. It's asking, that is a lookup factor is the minimum value comma, and what is will be the lookup factor maximum, that is an interest. Okay, either you can select the amount, either you can select the rate, whether you can select the rate. So what you want in that. Okay, so comma, sorry, it's not that, close the parenthesis, enter, it's in 06. So how I can get that? This 45,000 will fall under this category. So I have got it 6%. So it's not presenting the percent, the cell is not converted percentage format. If I click on a percentage format, I'll get this. Okay, so this is called as a, this 45,000 will fall under this 6%. So actually what is in cell of value, it will be presented. So I'll just repeat it. You have a number of rows and number of columns. Either you have to select by the column, either you have to select by the rows. Right now I have selected by the row. So if I ask over here, what will be the value? That is then 45,000 will be fall under which interest rate? That is an interest rate will be a 6%. How I got? I've selected the minimum value. Minimum value is an which is an 100. Is related to 45,000, 49%. And interest rate I have given the same block. So I got that interest will fall under in between of this. Isn't clear? That is a lookup. So if I come to the index, I am in index and match. So I'm going to be explain the nested function. So you know that what is nested? In the same formula, if I got an one more other formula, in the same formula, if I got an multiple formula in a one cell or in a one string, that is called as a nested form, nested function. So let me find what will be the nested function with the index and match. So here I have given a country name and I have given a capital of it and I have given a population. Now I want to find a Japan recent country population I want to find. So I'm going to be explained. We know that if I has the Japan, Japan is in third place. Yes, it's in third place. I want to get a population, but I want a capital population. So if I has that Turkey capital or if I has that Japan capital, I should get 13,189. How I'll get? I'll just show you. I just want it. I don't want this amount. I just erase it. I'll write over here equals to, sorry. So I'll ask over here, what is my capital population of Japan? So if I want to find the capital Japan, either you can use the match. Match it will place you what is in Japan population places and third it will place. So I want the third place. The reason I want the population. So how I can find? You can use this formula equals to index. What is an index? It will present the actual value what you have asked. Okay, index. Open the parenthesis. It's asking array. What is the array? The reason I want the population. Reason C22. There is an C12. Okay. So either you can type, either you can select, comma. I'll give a match in which one I have selected only the range. In this range, I want population. In which population I want, it is I'm going to be select match of which, open the parenthesis, I'm going to be select that is in Japan. So what is in Japan place? It is in F3. Okay, F3, comma. In which area? That is in from here. That is in Chinese to 4, comma. What you want? You want the exact value. I'll type a 0. Close the parenthesis. Double time you need to close. Why? Because for the index I have opened first time parenthesis. For the match I have opened the one more time. If I click on enter, I'll get the actual value. Or I want now, it is an Iran population I want. If I click on enter, the data will be presented 1980. Why? Because I have asked under the index, which is an here I want actual value I want, and which range, in this range of F3 what you want, that is an Iran. So how we'll change the value? Same as it is database, but say if you have used the database, you have to use a criteria. But here without criteria you can use this. Clear? It is a nested function. Just repeat it. I'll just change the country name. I'll just use a Russia. Now I want a Russian result. I'll use equals to index. Index. What I want a result of population, comma, in which I want from the country name. So by that you can go by the match upon the parenthesis, which match you want, the name of the country. I have selected the Russia, comma, Russia spelling is wrong. Let me change after towards completing of this formula. F3, comma, lookup value, which is lookup value result from the country name, comma. Under that what you have, I want the exact value, that is in 0. Click on double twice, that is an close up bracket, click on enter. I got the N. Why? Because what you have asked me with the criteria range, it's a wrong. Let me select the Russia, click on enter. Russian population is 11,541. Is that correct? Yes. Now, let me go by the next. There is an index and match. It's the next formula. So here I have given, it's a lookup, sorry. So one more example I'll give over here. I want to find the banana value. I'll use a formula equals to index. I'll use equals to index. Open the parenthesis. Array is nothing but yours in stock, comma, row number, that is an, comma, match I want. What is a match I want? That is an lookup value of bananas, comma, lookup value, what is a lookup value? There is a cherries to banana, that is a brand name. Close up, comma, exact match. It to select, either you can type, either you can select. Close the parenthesis by the twice, click on 80, enter. So there is a banana values in 180. The first value which has been presented. Now index with the match with the other example. Right now I have used the single criteria range. Now I'm going to be used and double criteria range. Okay, let me write over here. I'll delete the previous result. I want to find by the two match cases. So let me find equals to index. Open the parenthesis. What do you want in that? What do you want? I want to find the apple and pet value. So what else I need to select? I need to select the range. It is an C2 to that I want a value that is an C2 to 335 comma row number. What you want? I don't want row number. I need to use a match formula. Match. Open the parenthesis. What you want? That is in first place I want. I'll give a 1 comma. What do you want under that? I want to find then G apple is equals to, okay, apple is equals to reason cherry to banana, comma. One more I need to present that. I need to given by the within a parenthesis. I want to give the condition within a parenthesis. I need to multiply it into what I want to be done. I want to be multiplied with the cherry, that I'll just select G2 to G2 is equals to my cherry. There is a supplier name. Close the parenthesis. This condition has to be given in a within a parenthesis. Okay. What you want? I want the exact value or you want a other value. Close the parenthesis. That how much you have opened, that much I need to close. So you got an n. Why? Because you have selected the multiple value. What you have to do? You need to use the array. So how to find the array? Shift, control, enter is an array. There is an 130 is an apple pet value. Is that correct? Apple pet value is at 120. This is a double array formula. Okay. Same as it is match with the average. I was just going to be sure these are the other match function. There is an in the nested function. Okay, so either you can find one particular value you want, you can go with it, or you want a double particular value, you can go with this. Okay, so let me find it. How to find the population? So for population, or what I have given, I go on the population. That is in Japan have given, and maximum what I have given is in pigeon, and minimum lima, and have given a average. What will be the average between this? Either I can select the population, either I can select the name of it. Okay, either you can select the population, either you can select the name of it. So what I will do, just see for the average, what is an average between a Japan and this. If you want to be find it, you can use with a formula that is an equals to index, come open the parenthesis. It's asking array. Array is nothing but I want to find there is an I want to find an capital. I selected the capital, comma. What I want to find? I want to find the match it. So I want to get a match of value. That is then I have to find by the average I need to find. So let me find with the average. There is a number of what? There is a number of, I want to find the population. So population is from C39 to C74, comma. I want to find, again I need to select within a range, close the parenthesis. It's asking again lookup values, the same lookup value. I need to select the population, comma. You want an greater than value, so greater than value I select. Greater than value is a -1. How many times you have opened the bracket, that times you need to be close it. So Tokyo is your result. Clear? Okay. So is that anyone have a doubt with match index and lookup? Does that anyone have a doubt with match, index, and lookup? Nested formula. If you don't have, I'll go by the 3D reference. No doubts. No, ma'am. Okay, let me go by the 3D reference. What is this 3D reference? It's nothing but you're going to be add or you're going to be total using of 3 sheets into the 1 sheet. How I can add? That is a 3D reference. So you know that whatever you want to total, you can go by this. So what I'll use, I want a total of this Jan and Feb. So what I'll use a formula. equals to. So first of all, I'll select the range. I select the employee name. I'll copy it. I'll paste the 3D reference. I'll paste over here. I want the total salary. What I want? I want the total salary. For total, what you have to use? You have to use a formula equals to sum. Open the parenthesis. It's asking number. Where is your number? The number is in a range of Jan. Either you can type the Jan sheet. You can give an exclamatory mark. Once you give an exclamatory mark, it's nothing but exclamatory mark is in where it's your data is in other sheet. Automatically it will get in other sheet. So where is exactly your data is B22 C10 have a value. Let me write B22 is to C2 have a B10 have a value. Let me write it comma where I have a one more data that is in have a fab. I'll write a fab. I'll give an exclamatory mark. Exclamatory mark is a sheet reference. But I'll give an exclamatory mark. So same in a fab, I have a value that is in B22 is to B10 half. Let me close the parenthesis, click on enter. I got a 43,872. How I got this result? Just check it. I have given that is in range of B2 to D1 in a Jan sheet. So if you give an exclamatory mark, it's nothing but Jan of. If you didn't give an exclamatory mark, it won't provide properly. See, if I didn't give an exclamatory mark, it won't take it as a sheet reference. If I given any exclamatory mark, one exclamatory mark also, if I given, it will be presented. So one more reference also I have to give, right? It has asked with the some more. So I need to give a one more exclamatory mark. So now I got the result. How I got? You can go by the Jan sheet. Jan sheet for the Karthik, I have a 16,434, and in a Feb sheet I have a value of 29,905. So if you calculated the 3D reference, the Jan of 16,000, Feb of 29,000. If I calculate it, I'll get a 43,008. 44,38,731 is an actual value. We can use a drag and drop button. I'll repeat it. 3D reference or also called as a sheet reference. If you want to be calculating a different sheet, you can go by this reference. Let me go over here. I'll use a sum, open the parenthesis, and to give a cell address. Reason cell address is where there is a Jan sheet. So you have to explain what is a Jan sheet. Jan of, you have to write Jan sheet, explanatory mark. There is an, you need to use shift F11. Someone is asking no. I'll use a shift shift 1. If you use a shift 1, I'll get an exclamatory mark. Exclamatory mark is nothing but the sheet number. Or you can click on a formula bar, it will explain the number that's in sheet. It's showing invalid. Why? Because I didn't select it the range. See if I type there over in the range. That is let me write it B22 is to B10. Okay. So if I click on enter, see, it's going to show there is an B1, B2 to B10. You have a value of 16,431 in a B2. In a B3, you have a 26,000. In a B4, you have a 29,000. So on that, I have to calculate with one more value. There is a Feb sheet. Okay. Let me write Feb of exclamatory mark. That is an B22 is to B10. Let me write over here. Enough with the calculating of 2. Click on OK. Automatically, I'll get the total of the 2 sheet value. Okay. That is an 3D reference. Clear? It is in sheet to sheet or 3D reference, we'll call it. Thank you. Okay. So just practice for the 5 minutes. Take a break of it. Next, I'll show you how to use the workbook to workbook. Right now, I'm using only workbook. If I want to copy the other workbook sheet to here, how to copy it, how to forward it, let me see it. Okay. So till that, take a 5 minutes of break. So just to practice it till now here. Okay, we'll continue. I think you have clear with 3D reference is nothing but you can do the and two sheet data can be calculated on the same stick. But if you want to use the 3D reference, you need to use the reference of the sheet. That is then you need to go with the selecting of a cell address. That is then you can need to write the sheet name and you need to give the sheet reference. That is an exclamation mark you have to give. Okay, or you can go by this method, or you can directly go by the sum. Open the parenthesis. You can go by the particular sheet. You can select the range comma. You can see here, if I selected the range also, once I have come into the sheet, in that particular sheet, I'll get with the Feb. Even though you're in even though you're in sheet of 3D reference, I came to where it is in Feb. Without the using of equals to sign, you can't come to the Feb sheet. How I'll just show you. See, I'm in 3D sheet. If I want to go by the, if I ask here, Feb of, if I ask over here, if you have used the sum without a range selecting, without equals, if you went with the Feb, you'll be having a same, it will be untext, it won't be having any formula value. So if you want to go by the selecting of cells, see what I have used it. Have used it with the equals to sum. Open the parenthesis. It's asking a number. Where is my number? The number is in Feb sheet or Jan sheet. Let me go by the Jan sheet. Once I have come in the Jan sheet, you can see that the sheet one is also selecting. It is an 3D sheet is also selecting, and also Jan sheet also selecting. So if I come to the Jan sheet, can you see the Jan 1 is nothing but that exclamation mark is nothing but you are in other sheet. So in which sheet? I am in sheet of Jan. So what I want to select the range? It is in range what I have to select? It is in, sorry, two times I have got it. Okay, range of what? That is in range of B2 to C10. Okay, B2 to B10 have to select, comma. Number 2, I'll go by the Feb. I'll select the B2 to B10. So Jan 1, I given the range of B2 to B10. I given Feb sheet, there is an B2 to B10. Either you have other place, you can type it where the place you have. See, same as it is. Either you can write the cell value, either you can select the cell value. But if you are writing, you need to give a expletive mark. You should not be missed. If you're going to be select automatically, which will be aligned. Okay, that is a 3D sum. Is that doubt? Is that anyone have a doubt with this? 3D sum, 3D reference. Is that anyone have a doubt with this? No doubt. Let me go by the next. Let me go by the some other workbook. Let me open this what if analysis workbook. Okay, I selected a two workbook right now. One, you can see that if I customer the task one, if I customer task one, you have gotten two workbook. That is a workbook of match, workbook of what if analysis. Okay, now in this what if analysis, what I have a data, that is a data table sheet. I want to copy this into the where it is a match sheet. So how I can copy? Either need to go by what if analysis. I need to click on select all. I need to copy it. I need to go by the sheet. I need to open the no sheet. I need to paste over here. So I will get a sheet data, I won't get a sheet name. It's a very risky, and it is one thing if you didn't select the copy, or if you selected support range, you can copy it. If you want overall, you can go by this method. You can go by the what if analysis workbook. You can go by the, you can select the sheet. You need to right click on a sheet and need to click on move copy. Once you click on move copy, it's selecting on the same sheet in which you have to forward. I don't want in the same workbook. I want to forward in another workbook. In which workbook? I want to forward this into the match workbook. So if I want to forward this data table into the other workbook, you need to go by move the selected sheet in a book of where. Either in a match, either in a what if analysis. What if analysis, one workbook, and match is another workbook. Let me select the match. Under the match, where you want, either the match index table above, in the index sheet above, or lookup sheet above, or Feb or Jan sheet above, or reference sheet table. Let me give, I need to present this data table in the end of the sheet. Let me click on OK. Once I click on OK, I'll get this table where I got in the match sheet, I got this table. Is that clear? Is that clear? I'll just repeat it 1 second. I will delete this. Sorry, I given a rename. I'll delete this. Let me delete it. Let me delete this one sheet also. Now I have a index to reference sheet I have. I want that data validation sheet over in a match workbook. So let me go by the data validation book. If you want to copy both, you need to select the both of the sheet. You can right click. You can click on a more. Let me show by the one. No, don't want to. Let me show by the one. I want to send the goal sheet. So let me select it. Click on move or copy where I need to select the two book. In which book I want to copy it? In a book of match book I want to copy it. Where I want at the end of the sheet. So what is the end of the sheet? 3D sheet. After that 3D sheet that I want this goal worksheet. So let me click on OK. I got the sheet over here. So either if you want the two sheets, I delete it. Goal I delete it. I want the two sheets. Now I don't have that sheet. And let me come to what if analysis. So let me undo it. So I just given a move. So it has been moved. Let me close it and again open. So see that once I click on a move that sheet, if I click on a move, it will assign to the a new workbook. So either what you have selected workbook, in what you have entered the that other workbook, the data will be deleted. So what if you want there also in other workbook also you want to be copied? How I can do? I just show you. Let me go by the same. Let me open the what if analysis workbook. So I got the actual sheet. Yes, I have a data table. How I can get this? Let me go by selecting this. On a data table, I want a goal set. Both I want to forward this, copy this into the other workbook. Into right click on it, to click on move and copy. If you want to be replaced same year also, and you want to other workbook also, you have to click on create a copy. What you have to click? To click on create a copy. Under the create a copy, just select where you want. Under the match workbook, where you just set, it is in the end of the sheet. So move to end. Click on OK. So it has been moved. Now I'll go by the what if analysis workbook. You have a sheet there also, and you have a in a match workbook also. How I just got it? I just got it by sending of the sheet in a clicking on copy the table. So if I click on a copy the table, I'll be having in other workbook also, and where I have copied here also, I'll be having a same worksheet. Okay, workbook is different, worksheet is different. Workbook is nothing but set of collection of sheets. Worksheet is an individual number of rows and columns. It's called as a worksheet. Okay, don't make confusion. Set of sheets is called as a workbook, or set of collection of sheets is called as a workbook. Number of rows and number of columns together we'll call it as a sheets. Okay. So if you're going to be passed from one sheet to one workbook to one workbook, you can go by this method. Or if you want to be moved from this sheet only, what you have to do, you click on right click, move or copy. If you want the same copy, I click on create a copy where you want at the end of the goal set. So let me click on end of the sheet. I got it. Here also have a table. Here also have a table. Same thing you can do by the worksheet to workbook to workbook. Clear? This is a workbook reference. That is a moving using of your one workbook to other workbook. So we have completed match index, and we have completed 3D reference, and using of multiple sheets and multiple workbook. So let me go by the next formula, that is a financial formula. Under the financial formula, you have a PV, FV and PMT rate in per. Can anyone say, all you are the BCom student, what is an N per? What is an PV? What is an PV? What is an NPER? PV is a present value. Very good. Let me close this. I don't want this table sheet. Let me go by the practical file of financial functions. I will try to complete this today. If it's not possible, I'll just do the previous value and present value today. PMT rate per N per and rate per interest. I'll do this for on the next class. Okay, we'll finish off this together, and we need to analyze with this and very carefully. See, in a financial functions, we have a PV, FV, that is a present value, future value, and rate, that is an interest rate period. So I just give an explanation over here. We'll follow the one by one. Just explain all the things one at the one time, and we'll go by one function. Okay. Now financial function. First, we'll go by the FV, that is a future value. If I have a amount, I have an interest rate. If I have a period which has to be clear, if I want to find out what is a future value, you can go by this FV function. So see, what is an FV? It returns the future value of an investment based on periodic and constant payment and constant interest. What it will find? Constant interest rate it will be find at. I think you have clear what is an PV. If it's not PV. PV is nothing but it will find the interest. It will find the investment based periodic. Okay, the constant payment and constant interest rate. So if I went with a PV, PV is nothing but present value. It returns the present value of the investment. The total amount that a series of future payment is worth now. And PMT is nothing but calculating the payment for a loan based on constant payment and constant interest rate. Okay. Next you have a rate. Rate is nothing but returns the interest rate per period of a loan or an investment. N for it's nothing but returns the number. N for is nothing but number of years. Returns the number of period for an investment based on periodic or constant payment or constant interest rate. Okay, what is IRR? It's nothing but interest rate. Okay, interest rate, it's an interest rate of return. Okay, so in return the interest rate of return of the series of cash flow. So we know that what is cash flow? It is then after what we enter the general ledger or general book of record. Next we have to follow the cash flow. So if I want to find the what is the cash of amount or amount of what I have a cash on that, if I want to find the interest, you can find it. Okay. Now we'll go by the first one. If there is a future value. Okay, what is the future value? If I have some interest of amount, what will be the future cost of it? If I want to find, I can go with this future value. So listen carefully. What is an FP? Return the future value of investment based on periodic. So this is syntax. FP equals to rate, N per amount, and PV and type. So what is the rate? Rate is nothing but interest rate per period. If I has N per is nothing but the total number of payment period on an unity. Okay. PMT is nothing but payment made to the each period. And PV is a present value what you have risen with the future value. Type is nothing but number of 0 or 1. 0 indicates the payment or due. Okay. And you'll get the and the type you'll get a 0 is an end of the period, 1 is an beginning of the period. That is in future value. If you are present the beginning, you have to go by the 1. If your future value is presenting the ending, you need to select the 1. So for that, here I have given the question. Find the maturity value of an FD, It is invested today of an amount 1 lakh for 5 years, and it's continuing uh, and 1 lakh it's the interest I'm going to be paying, and 5 year at the rate of how much? 10%. Okay, so I have assigned it over here. That is, then rate is 10%. N per how many years? So N per is the number of periodic. So 5 years. PMT is not present. What is an PMT? Payment is an payment made to the each period. Still I didn't pay. I'm finding the future value. So what is the present value? It's an have one invested by the 1 lakh. That's a minus 1 have one. If I want to find the future value, here I have a value. Just let me delete it. So I want to find a what? I want to find the future value. So if you want to find a future value, what you have to type? Here you use the function equals to EFT, future value. Open the parenthesis. So first it's a what it's asking, rate it's asking. Very rate, it is in 10%. Either you can be right. For the better your classification I have given and segregated over here. So N per rate is in 10%, comma N per, that is an interest rate. That is an 5, sorry, number of year, that is an 5 year, comma. Next what you have, there is an PMT, there is an, what is an PMT? PMT is an payment made to each period. So I didn't pay, so I given a 0 value, comma, present value, percent 10 lakh, 1 lakh, comma, and you want the beginning of the cost, ending of the cost. I want the beginning of the cost. So I've selected type ending of the period. I just wanted to select the 0. Click on enter. Reason 1 lakh 61,000 is your 61,051 rupees in your previous, that is in PV. Sorry, FP, sorry, present value. Future value. FP, future value. What is it? It's at 1,65,000. Just I'll show you again how I have find it equals to PFP, future value. Open the parenthesis. Rate is 10%, comma, N per number of period. I have a 5 years. Payment made, so I didn't pay it. PV present values and 1 lakh, comma, I want the ending of the period. At the end of the period, what is an exact value? 0. It's an 1 lakh 61,000. I'll get the actual value. Clear? Next. Let me go by the next question. I'll forward this to you. Okay, you can practice it, or you can take a screenshot of each every question. You can practice in your home. Okay, so here the question is, invested rupees 1,000 for 5 years at the rate of 10%. Find the future value. Okay, how many years? 5 years. 5 years have given. What is the future value of this investment? So what I want to find, let me delete it. Let me assign here equals to FP, future value. Open the parenthesis. Rate, what is the rate? It's an 10%, comma. What is an N per? There is an 5 years, comma. PMT, I didn't given anything. Future value I want to find, that is an 1,000. Close the parenthesis. Before I'm going to close the parenthesis, I need to give a find at the end of the year, or what is an investment. So what is an investment of yours? It's a 1,610.51 paisa is a future investment. Is that clear? Future value. Next, I want to find, here I have given, find the maturity value of FD, that is an investment done today, is in 50,000 for 6 years at the rate of 9. Same I can find, let me type over here. So equals to FB, future value. What is the rate? Now I didn't classify it. I need to manually write over here. What is the rate? How much rate is? It's a, can anyone say what is the rate right now? What is in rate now? Can anyone say what is in rate I have to present? 9%. Yes. Rate is 9%. Sorry. Rate is 9%, comma, n per number of period. How many number of period I have? 6 period, comma, gotten some message. Yes. How many PMT? Future value I just didn't presented, so it says 0, comma. So what is an investment? Sorry, 0, 0. So present value is what? It's a 50 lakh. So why I need to present minus 50 lakh. Sorry, 50,000 minus 50,000. 1, 2, 3, comma. Beginning or ending? I want to find the ending of component and annual. So I need to find the ending. So 0 is my value. Close the parenthesis, enter. So at the end of the year, what is in my value? 83,851 is my value. So now I want to find semi-annual. Can anyone say how many annuals will be there? What is semi-annual? What is semi-annual? Shamita, you don't answer. Oh, it's okay. Let me ask next question. For the next question, you don't answer. Let the other two answer it. Okay. Yes, Shamita is correct. Semi-annual is nothing but off year. Now I want to find for 6 years. I want to find means off a year means for the 3 year means in a 1 year if it's 12 months I want to find for 6 months I want to find the interest rate now. Okay, for the total investment for the semi-annual I want to find over here. So I'll use the formula equals to FV future value. It's asking rate. Rate is a 9%. For the 9% I want to find a semi-annual. So I will use equals divided by 2. What I have used? Divided by 2, comma, rate it's in 6. Same, multiply into 2, comma, 0 is an PMT, comma, I want to find what is in my actual value. There is an PV, present value is 50,000. Let me enter the 50,000, comma. Listen, exactly I want the ending period I want. Close the parenthesis. So for the semi-annual, what I have to pay? 84,794 rupee I want to pay the interest amount. If I'm going to be paid by the 6 months one, I have to give this one. Okay. Now, can anyone say how many quarters will be there in a 1 year? How many quarter will be there in a 1 year? Shamita, you don't answer. Others should answer now. Syed, Shivarang, Nihal, Danush, Bhumika, Saida, Syed Aman Hussain, Muhammad, Shweta, Swati, Sangeeta, other except Shamita, other has to answer. How many quarterly years will be there? For 1 year, how many quarter will be there? For 1 month, how many quarter? Sorry, for 1 year, how many quarters will be there? Let me wait till others to answer. Bharat, Chetan, how many per quarter will be there for 1 year? Raza, Varun, Aman Hussein. Anyone answer it? Till you answer, I won't start. Except Shamita, other has to answer. Till that, I won't start it. Let me see. It's very easiest question. As you are the BCom student, you have to know that how many quarterly quarters will be there on per year. How many quarters will be there in 1 year? Okay, Shamita, you only answer it.
Ma'am, 4, ma'am.
Hey, who is this man? Speak it. Who has been spoke right now? Who is that? I'm asking from 5 minutes. Now he has been answered. Yes, it's correct. Per year, you'll be having a 4 quarters. So it has been divided into 3 months. 1 quarter.
Ma'am, I had network issues, ma'am, so I heard your voice late.
Sorry. Speak slowly.
I I had a little network issue, ma'am, so I heard your voice little late, and I thought and I told the answer, ma'am.
Network will answer. Other will answer or network will answer. Okay, it's okay. Other.
Ma'am, network issue I had, so I heard your voice late, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Other all the student has to be participate, not only the Shamita. Shamita, I really appreciate you. You are very interacting. Thank you so much. Other all student has to be interact. Please don't make it and don't take it as a very no, easy. It's an advanced Excel what I am teaching you right now. It's very tough. If you went with any company voice, if you want, if you have there, what will be the if you have invested some amount, what will be the future value? Find it. How you will find by the Excel? Okay, so there is a formula have to use it. So when I'm explaining the basic only, I can explain this, but this is a very advanced concept. That's what I'm teaching you. Okay, so please follow this. So that should answer. Okay, let me come to over here. Now I want to find the quarterly. So how I can find the quarterly? Just see, same formula have to use, that is the FP only. Let me use equals to FP future value. Open the parenthesis. Same rate is 9%. With the 9% divided by 4. 4 is nothing but quarterly. If I'm going to be paid by the 4 quarterly, what will be the investment total if I want to find? So let me go by comma. 6 is an rate. Sorry, 6 is an end per year divided by 4 quarters, sorry, multiplied by 4 quarters, comma, number of PMT, I don't have a PMT, so comma, 0. So present value is then minus 50,000. 5 lakh it has been assigned, so 50,000. So sorry, 75,000. 50,000. I want the end of the periods. I have selected the 0. Click on enter. For 4 quarter, I should pay for 6 year 85,288 rupee amount I need. Sorry, 288 rupee amount I need to pay. Now I want to find a monthly. So how many months? We know that 12 months. Same as it is. Instead of typing of 4 quarterly, we have to type and 12 months. Okay, let me do that one. Equals to FP present value, open the parenthesis, rate is a 9%, 9% divided by how many? 12. There is a month, number of months as selected, comma, rate is in 6, multiplied to 12 months, comma, present, sorry, PMT I don't have, so 0. PV, it's a present value, minus 50,000, comma, at the end of the year. So it's an 85,627 rupee I need to pay for 6 years. So I want to find for daily. So daily means what I have to find? I want to find by 365 per month. Per year, how many days? 365 days. On that I want to find. Let me find equals to FP future value. Open the parenthesis. that is the rate. Rate is 9%, comma, n per is nothing but number of, sorry, I want to divide by 365 per day, right? It's on 365, comma, n per it's on 6 year, number of periods in 6 period, multiplying to 365 days, and PMT I don't have, comma, PV it's in present value minus 50,000, comma, end of the period. So it's a 65,795 will be cost. It is then finding of uh, mutual value. Okay. So clear. Then we have an investment. If we have invested 50,000 today is a one per 10 year. If I am interested per annual, it's in 14,000. What will be the rate I want to be find it? Okay. So this is the last question. We'll end up with this. Okay. So let me come to over here. Let me write the function. Let me delete it. I don't want it. So I just explain here. FP is then rate is by 360. Oh, sorry, I have used it. Uh, investor invested investment 50,000 done today. Okay. So what is an actual value? It's an PV is an rate is 14%. I have given a 14% divided by 65. What is the 65? It's nothing but 10 by today. It's in 10 years. Have component daily. So I have given 65 days and 65 365 not only the 65 then 365. Okay, here I have measured but daily component I want to find for 10%, sorry, for 45%, 14% is the rate for 365, n per is in 10% and 365 days. It's an PMT is in 0 and PV is in present value is in minus 5 lakh and rate type is in end of the month 0. I have got a 2 lakh 2,207, sorry, 2,705 is an investment. Clear? Okay. I will do the present value, PMT, rate per, N per, IIR on the next class. That's an interest rate that I'll do by the next class on by the next Monday. So if I finish this one, I'll do the get external data that we have to do the data, get external data I need to do, and I need to go by the formula. I need to explain the, sorry, I need to go by the insert tab. 3D mapping I need to be explained that I'll be completing, and in data I need to explain the solver. It is an advanced concept. This I'll do by the next class. Okay. Just wait for a few seconds. I'll take attendance. Just a 2 minutes. I'll take attendance. And attendance will be taken at the end of the session. Remaining 2 sessions were there. So it's an 18th session. On the next Monday or will be in the next Wednesday, the class will be ended. Okay. So total 20 sessions you have for the Excel. So on by the next Wednesday, we are going to be completing. Within that, remaining concept and advanced concept has to be completed. Okay. So one second. I'll just practice this one. We'll meet you on by next Monday. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Shamita. And